Good day YouTube, this is Dan from Cryptolite. Welcome to another episode of Crypto News in a Nutshell. We have a lot of exciting crypto news to update you today, including an update on the Ripple Coinbase situation, the world's first mobile mining with Electroneum, news surrounding PayPal, Amazon, Starbucks, even Ryan Gosling. What in the world is going on? Stick around to find out all these news and more. Our first news is Korean internet giant Kakao is launching a blockchain company. Kakao, the Korean internet firm that operates the country's largest messaging app, is moving deeper into crypto after it reviews plans to launch a blockchain-focused business unit. Kakao is already invested in the crypto space after it opened a trading exchange called Upbit via its Danamu affiliate last year. The company is far from the only messaging app company to dabble in crypto. Japan's Line recently announced plans to introduce a crypto exchange to its chat app and explore blockchain services, while Telegram is raising a record ICO that is tipped to hit as much as $2 billion. Chat app Kick raised about $100 million in an ICO that will see its service migrate to the blockchain, while New Project Status held an ICO of more than $100 million to build a fully decentralized service on the ETHEREUM blockchain. Our second piece of news today is Coinbase addresses Ripple rumors, saying it has no decision on adding new coins. Over the past few days, there's been this hype that Ripple was going to be added to Coinbase because news came out that the CEO of Ripple and the Coinbase president were having a joint appearance on CNBC. At the same time, it was leaked that Coinbase had recently hired 90 new workers, so rumors were flying that it was to cope with the anticipated volume that Ripple would bring. Unfortunately, this has turned out to be false, and the combined CNBC appearance was not an announcement of Ripple being added, but a panel discussion on cryptocurrency trends. Responding to the rumors, Coinbase tweeted, "Our January 4th, 2018 statement continues to stand. We have made no decision to add additional assets to either GDEX or Coinbase. Any statement to the contrary is untrue and not authorized by the company." Ripple's price did see a rise following the hype, but after this announcement, Ripple's price slid back modestly towards its previous averages. Ripple currently remains the only coin in the top 5 by market cap that isn't available on Coinbase. So once again, false hype about Ripple jumping onto Coinbase. For those who are familiar, the same hype and disappointment happened in January. The setback this time hasn't been as big as before, only about 6%, likely because Coinbase as an exchange in the crypto world has lost a bit of influence recently with a series of bad news. Example, overcharging the clients, poor support service, that they were possibly selling clients' data to the IRS, etc. There are upcoming exchanges who have no qualms about accepting Ripple into their repertoire, example Robinhood, so I think Ripple holders don't need to be too worried about this piece of news. Our next piece of news is my favorite piece of news for today. You can now mine Electroneum with your mobile phone. On the Electroneum website, they have released an article one day old which says how to mine Electroneum with a mobile phone. Electroneum is the first cryptocurrency that allows users to mine coins with a mobile phone. The new feature will allow millions of smartphone users around the world to get started with cryptocurrency mining, an industry previously reserved for computer geeks and nerds. Mining Electroneum on a smartphone is fairly straightforward. You download the app, you log into the app with your credentials, you go to the miners, tap at the bottom and start mining. That's it. Your phone will now start mining. The Android app can be downloaded from the Play Store. The iOS version, however, is still under review by Apple and will in all likelihood only launch after the mobile miner has launched in Q1 of 2018. Boo! Sucks to be me, an Apple holder. At the moment, the app can be used to manage your online Electroneum wallet, send and receive ETN, which is the token, and view live ETN exchange rates. As an added benefit, you will be able to play a mining game to increase the number of coins you receive. The game will be designed to teach people more about mining and encourage them to set up their own full miners, meaning the computer versions, to mine more coins. Now, the big question is, how much power and data does the app use? According to ETHEREUM CEO Richard Els, the app will not use a lot of power since the app does not perform real mining, only a simulation of mining. Therefore, phones will not heat up, use a lot of battery power, or become worn out during mining activities. The author of this article tested it out himself and said, "I've been running the beta version of the miner on my Galaxy S8 for a few days now and have seen virtually no difference in my phone's battery performance." The screenshot that he shows below shows the following statistics. The miner has used 10% of battery power since last being charged, and the miner has used 107 megabytes of RAM memory in the last 3 hours, which is less than 4% of the available RAM. So, the mobile miner is a giant leap forward in the cryptocurrency industry, and this sounds really interesting. It's certainly something that I intend to check out. Let me know if you guys are interested in this news, and if you are, I'll try and do a video on ETHEREUM mining over the next few days. Next, Ryan Gosling used as face of cryptocurrency scam. The webpage for Miroski, a Chinese company billing itself as the latest online currency to challenge Bitcoin, features one Kevin Berlinger among its creative team, a man who bears an uncanny resemblance to Ryan Gosling. Despite Miroski's presumably bogus nature, the company claims to have raised 830,000 USD from investors. While the illegal use of a star's likeness is both deplorable and hilarious, the serious point here is how cautious cryptocurrency speculators need to be when investing online. I mean, this website was clearly rubbish from the word go, but yet it managed to scam people of 830,000 USD. There are so many scams in the crypto world, and I feel really sad when I find out people get scammed because they come into the crypto space with hopes and dreams for the Lambo or the early retirement, and it's really sad to see their hard-earned money get scammed like this. So I really hope they catch the scammers. That's why here at Cryptolite we try our best to be most thorough and detailed in the reviews of our coins, and we go through great lengths to differentiate the great coins from the scam coins. We're not professional financial advisors, but we certainly do care about building a community where there is some measure of protection against scams out there. So always do your homework before you invest, be careful with your money, and never take anyone's single word as gospel, not even ours. Our fifth news for today is US Marshals Service to sell nearly 25 million worth of seized Bitcoin at auction. The US Marshals Service has announced that it will be auctioning off approximately 2,170 Bitcoins seized in the course of various federal, criminal, civil, and administrative cases. The auction will take place on March 19, 2018 from 8 AM to 2 PM. Bidders who wish to participate must fulfill the registration requirements by noon of March 14, complete with a $200,000 deposit. Dang! The Bitcoin will be offered in 14 different blocks. Winning bidders will be notified privately the same day as the auction. The US Marshals Service has previously auctioned sums of Bitcoin seized in the course of civil and criminal proceedings. On January 22nd this year, the agency sold 3,813 Bitcoin, a sum that was worth over 14 million by the day's exchange prices. Previous to this year, the last US Marshals auctions of seized Bitcoin was in 2016 August, where 2,700 Bitcoin were sold off. As previously reported by Cointelegraph, government auctions of seized crypto assets have been held worldwide in Ukraine, South Korea, as well as Australia. Well, I guess that's one way for the government to know who to tax on Bitcoin earnings next year. Moving on. Auto giant behind Mercedes-Benz launches crypto coin to reward eco-friendly driving. Germany headquartered car manufacturer giant Daimler AG, famous for its Mercedes-Benz and smart brands, presented its own blockchain-based digital currency, MobiCoin, at the Mobile World Congress 2018 in Barcelona on March 5th. The project, which started in February of 2018, was created to reward drivers for environmentally friendly driving habits. Example, smooth and safe driving at low speeds. The project will be in its testing phase for the next 3 months, during which 500 drivers will follow eco-friendly driving practices and be rewarded with Mobi coins. Recent months have seen German auto giants embrace blockchain technology. In February 2018, German car manufacturer BMW announced its partnership with VeChain, the blockchain based supply chain enhancement platform. The same month, Stuttgart-based Porsche announced that it had teamed up with Berlin-based Zane to use blockchain technology in improving locking systems and the capabilities of autonomous cars. Earlier in January, Volkswagen Chief Digital Officer joined the supervisory board of the IOTA Foundation, a non-profit blockchain foundation for the Internet of Things. This is all very interesting news. The one question that I have is, how do they earn money for this, or what's in it for them? I guess maybe only time will reveal to us how they earn money out of this scheme. Our second last news for today is about PayPal. PayPal aims to increase cryptocurrency payment speed. PayPal is working on new technology to boost the speed of its cryptocurrency payment services. The company has filed an application with the US Patent and Trademark Office detailing its plan for an expedited virtual currency transaction system. According to the application, the new system will reduce the amount of time taken for cryptocurrency payments to be processed by exchanging the private keys of buyers and sellers. The private keys are tied to temporary wallets which reflect the payment amount, and the exchange of these keys remove the need for cryptocurrency payments to be processed directly on the blockchain before the payment is confirmed. So this is huge news. A lot of blockchain payment projects are trying to overthrow PayPal, and some projects have been labeled the PayPal killer. While it seems like PayPal is going to launch a counter on its own and get into the blockchain world. Well, this is bad news for the competition, but it is great news for the crypto world and mass adoption of blockchain in general. And that's not the last news we have about mass adoption. Our last news for today is slightly old from 2 days ago, but it's definitely worth mentioning and being aware of. Poll shows people want an Amazon cryptocurrency. Starbucks hints of a blockchain app. About a month ago, Amazon expressed its interest to consider creating its own cryptocurrency, Amazon Coin, for payment use on its own website. They then did a poll to check out the interest from their users. A little over half of 1,000 respondents who used Amazon in the last month have indicated they would use the online retailer's cryptocurrency in the case that Amazon ever branch out into creating the provisionally dubbed Amazon Coin. LandEDU also asked the same respondents if they would use a bank account created by Amazon as their primary account. 44.5% said yes, or if they would use an Amazon savings account, and 49.6% said they would. So that's certainly a very positive response. This week as well, Starbucks Executive Chairman Howard Schultz said that in an interview with Fox Business that he sees blockchain technologies as something that Starbucks will use moving forward. I think blockchain is probably on the rails in which an integrated app at Starbucks will be sitting on top of. Now, Schultz, whom the interviewer pointed out as someone who is not a fan of Bitcoin, added that in relation to Starbucks' move of testing a cashless store, Starbucks itself would create its own digital currency to be used on their integrated app. This is not about Bitcoin, but I do believe that given the framework and the platform that we have on our digital mobile app, that we could potentially be one of the first companies to have a proprietary digital currency integrated into our application. Last week, Fundstrat Strategies Tom Lee had suggested in a report that both Amazon and Starbucks are likely to implement blockchain technology and announce a crypto strategy this year. Indeed, he was right. So this is all great news, guys. More and more we are seeing the mass adoption of crypto in the world. It starts with the bigger companies, and then it will trickle down to the smaller businesses, and finally general public awareness. 2 to 3 years from now, cryptocurrency is going to be common knowledge, and the general public will want to get a piece of it. Currently in the world, less than 10% of the general population are educated on cryptocurrency, and less than 1% of the whole world actually own cryptocurrency. So if you're listening to this channel and already invested in crypto, you are already well ahead of the pack at this point. I honestly believe that many people who invest in crypto at this point will be millionaires in a few years' time. This is the .com opportunity for our generation. Well, that's it for this episode of Crypto News in a nutshell. Thank you so much for joining us. It really is a joy to make these videos for you guys and see the comments roll in. Our little community is growing, and we are so excited to travel with you on this crypto journey. We are not the biggest channel yet, but I definitely think our content is one of the best. So if you like us, Make sure you click on that like and subscribe, and I promise you we will have a lot of fun traveling on this crypto journey together. Let us know if there are any coins or topics that you want us to look into. We love to cater to you guys because this channel is made just for you. Have a great day wherever you are. Take care, and we will catch you tomorrow.